Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Bridgemaster, the world class series where I humble myself by usually failing at bridge problems. But sometimes I figure them out, and isn't that nice? And even when I fail, of course, it's valuable practice. So, we're in 3 no trump here in A-31. After North opens 2 diamonds, and we get a heart lead. Okay, let's see what East's plan is. He's going to win the ace. Pretty sure I shouldn't unblock the king here, so the play is pretty obvious. Play low. A heart comes back, and it's not the lowest heart. It would be interesting if it were the lowest heart, because I could duck and then ensure that, like, West wins this heart and couldn't attack clubs, but I don't even think they should be attacking clubs anyway. Attacking hearts seems pretty good for them. Interesting. We have 4 spades and a heart is 5. 3 diamonds is 8, right? Yeah. So we're 1 trick short. And if the diamonds come in, of course, we can just cash a bunch of those and take plenty of tricks. What can we do if the diamonds aren't coming in? Also, what do the heart plays indicate? I don't really know, like, whether West has 5 hearts or 4. But probably not some other number, right? If West had only 3 hearts, it would be a little surprising for things to develop the way they have. Okay. I mean, we could lose a heart here just to sort of like get a handle on how hearts are splitting. The defense probably has to continue hearts anyway, right? If they continue clubs, I'm happy to get a chance to finesse them. Yeah, I don't think there's a compelling reason to win this trick. I don't think we need dummy spades for much of anything, but we also don't need the long diamonds if we're going to be making only 3. Any diamonds beyond, like, the 4th are unnecessary. Okay, so East is defending like a person with 3 hearts, and West has 4. Good to know. Really good to know, right? What if I won this, cashed spades, all of them, pitching a diamond, and then I could exit a heart to West? West would be a little bit end played, but not actually, I think. Because it looks like, okay, he has to return either a club, giving me the king, or a diamond, giving up the jack, right? The problem is, if he actually has the jack of diamonds... So, like, okay, if Dummy had plenty of entries, then that would be a real end play. I would win this, cash the spades, duck a heart, and if West leads a club, I score the king. If he leads a diamond, I can put in the 10, and either East covers, I win the ace and get some more diamonds, or East ducks, and I've won the 10, and I still have the ace, king, queen. 4 diamond tricks. However, since Dummy doesn't have an entry, if West has jack 4th of diamonds, he actually can safely return that suit. And likewise, if East has Jack fourth, he can just play small, decline to cover when West returns a diamond. So, but I could force West to play a diamond by cashing spades and exiting a heart, unless the spades are 5-1, and then there are some issues there. I'm just not sure that it's beneficial to force him to lead a diamond. It seems clever, but it's not going to actually do anything. But what else am I going to do? I could test the diamonds first, but that just seems awful. Because if the diamonds don't split, what do I do? Just say, oh well, rip. You play East for the ace of clubs, I guess. Because the opponents are about to win a diamond and a club, and you can't afford for them to win a heart as well, so you hope the hand with short hearts has the ace of clubs. But maybe what if I mean, okay, I don't think ducking this is a good idea. The four of hearts is a valuable card because we can use it to force West to win a trick at some point. If we duck now, we're just sort of throwing that away. So I think we should win, but I guess there's no reason to do so if I don't know what to do next. And I guess, okay, maybe it could help for rectifying the count. Yeah, maybe that's a thought. Because the issue with clubs, as I see it, is if West has the ace and queen of clubs, I think we're pretty dead. Except maybe if he also has Jack fourth of diamonds? Well, if the diamonds come in, we're fine. But assuming diamonds don't come in, and West has both the ace and queen of clubs, it looks grim. It's not impossible, because we could win this, cash spades. Well, because we could finesse him, basically. But finessing him doesn't seem like it's going to work out. It's just better to play diamonds from the top than it is to finesse him, almost no matter what other information you have. So I think if West has the ace and queen, we're dead. If East has the ace and queen, we can't help but make it. So the issue is, how can I guess the clubs correctly? If diamonds don't break. And maybe ducking a heart does help there somehow? I don't think so. Because if I'm thinking there's some kind of count squeeze against East, ideally, right? If East has 4 diamonds, we can squeeze him down to a single club and then lead up to the king-jack. Maybe that does make sense. But I don't think it works. If I duck the heart, then East can afford to just keep the ace of clubs and the jack fourth of diamonds. If he has the ace. And if he has the queen, I guess we would be fine. Whereas if I win this heart and cash spades, we'll be coming down to a 6-card ending in which I have a heart, 3 clubs, and 2 diamonds. And East could hang on to 4 diamonds and 2 clubs, leaving me still with a guess. So I don't think the count squeeze against East works unless I duck. But then if I duck, it also doesn't work. What if I won this and played 2 rounds of diamonds, getting the bad news, and then stopped playing diamonds? I could play, I could cash spades and duck a heart. West at that point really would have to return a club. And we'd get a club trick back, so we'd still need one more trick. But I don't know. The problem with that is that then you kind of need West to have 0 club honors, because otherwise he can just lead a club. If East has both, he'll be end played when he wins the ace or something. He won't even win the ace. He'll just play low, and then I'll have to lead a club. That doesn't work. But what if I win this, cash the spades, exit heart? Ah, wait a minute. What if I cash a single diamond, the ace, before I exit a heart? No. I was thinking then, if West leads a diamond, it really will be like he's been end played. But no, I would have to choose whether to finesse him or not. This doesn't seem like it's going to work out. I'm going to cash some spades and see what happens. Okay. I think I can afford 2. 3 might be a bit much. Yeah, I feel like this has got to be about stripping East down to a stiff club. But it doesn't work unless I duck a heart, and when I do, I've lost too many tricks. Because East can just hang on to the diamonds and the diamond winner and a club winner. If he has the club winner. I don't know. This doesn't seem right, but let's do this. Yeah, as expected, East is out of hearts. So East has 3 hearts and 2 spades, therefore 8 cards in the minors. Probably 4 diamonds. He's pitched 2 clubs already. No, 3 clubs. Right, so he has 4 diamonds and a single club. So we've sort of succeeded in a way. In that when we play Ace of Diamonds, Diamond, getting the bad news, we can play a club. But this only works if East has the ace. If he has the queen, I'm going to go down. So this isn't really any better than just playing low to the king to begin with. I don't think. Or, yeah. It's fancier. But it's still no good. Fred is going to punish me. East is going to play the queen. And West will play the ace. And then I'll win a club and lose a club and I'll be down 1. If I cash the diamond, East will have the ace. And, right? Like, oh, really? West has the ace and queen? That's difficult. No, I miss... Oh, yeah, he did. He just won with the ace for fun. So this doesn't work. But it's actually pretty interesting that this is the layout I was supposed to succeed on. It looks pretty hostile. Right? I was thinking if West has both clubs, we're actually dead. And apparently, I'm not. Huh. So in this situation, I could duck the heart later than I did, forcing West to actually lead a club. I mean, I thought of that earlier. But it's still just a low club to the jack, and I still only have 1 club trick, right? Wait, is that all I needed? Maybe it is. 4, 5, 8. It was. So maybe an idea I had earlier just totally makes sense. I was thinking it didn't because it doesn't work very well when, I don't know, if West can return a diamond, I was thinking. So we test the spades. We find East has 2 spades and 3 hearts. Therefore, if anyone has 4 diamonds, it's probably him. So we cash here, pitching, let's say, a diamond. And 1 diamond. Now we exit a heart? No. Because West still could be the one with 4 diamonds if he only has 1 club. It would give East 7, but that's not impossible. So watch. We play the king here, East will show out. We finesse, it's going to lose. So... Oh, but... If I play the king here, am I still maybe okay? Not quite. Well, yeah, no. We know... We know West has one club. So cashing... If I play a low club, and West's club is the... And West has the ace or queen, I can just let him win it. But if East has the ace and queen, I'll now go down. That's interesting. Maybe this is a line that sort of works anytime East has either honor but not both, and that's why this is good? Like, I win... Yeah, but it turns out West had the 10 all along. So this... This isn't good enough. What's the answer, Fred? Yeah. You might as well duck at trick 2, I agree. Win with the king. Cash the spades. Then the ace. I thought of all this. Exit the heart. So apparently... Isn't this exactly what I did? South should be careful to keep exactly one club in dummy. Why? If West had a stiff diamond, he'll have to play a club. If he can exit diamonds, dummy wins. And the contract's only in danger if West is 4-4-4-1. Indeed, that was sort of what happened. If West's singleton club is the ace, you have to exit with the club. Okay, but this will also work if West has the stiff queen. But if West's club is smaller, I see. I guess the point is... If West's club is the ace, you have to play low, like you have to leave a diamond winner in dummy. And if West's club is not the ace, something else works. And like there are 8 clubs out there, only one of them is the ace. So you should assume that West doesn't have the ace. Make the line that caters to that. Okay. And this whole thing was like, yeah, useful end plays that'll work in other situations. Like if... Yeah, it says careful to keep a club in dummy. I would argue you could phrase that more clearly as to keep 3 diamonds in dummy, but sure. So this was all end plays that improved the situation if West isn't 4-4-4-1. And then if it turns out he is 4-4-4-1, then you have to guess whether he has the ace or not, and most of the time he doesn't. So you play the queen. You cash the diamond before leading clubs. Okay, so I kind of found my way to the right line eventually, except right at the end. I thought it was sort of a guess as to which club to play, but no. If West has the ace, you have to make one play, and if he has any of the other 7 diamonds, you should play it the other way. I see. Okay, tough one, as they always are. We're in 4 hearts after West opened and East passed. Boy, we don't have a lot of honors, huh? No. So you're going to make me win this spade. This, this looks like a dentist's coup sort of setup, where, like, no matter what's going on in spades, we're going to have to lose two of them, right? The opponents have the ace and queen and 9. And even if the suit is 3-2, the ace and queen and 9 will definitely win 2 tricks. Which means I have to lose no hearts. And I also have to, like, ruff once in each hand, at least. Like with a club and a diamond. So, I mean, you have to play the hearts for no losers. Which... You also need the hearts to not be 4-1, I think? Maybe you can afford hearts 4-1, but I don't think so. So the Dentist's Coup, is that what it's called? Or Devil's Coup? I always get those confused. It's the Devil's Coup. It's a way you can take advantage of the Trump suit's specialness to pick up a suit that would be impossible to pick up if it weren't Trump. So the kind of critical holding in the heart suit would be, suppose one opponent has Jack X or Honor X, let's say, and the other opponent has Honor Third. If that's the layout, then unless you can get the opponents to lead the suit for you, you can't possibly pick the suit up for no losers, right? Except if it's Trump and you can arrange a Devil's Coup. The idea being, you figure out which opponent has Honor Third, somehow, and you lead a card which they can ruff or not ruff. And you can overruff them if they do. But importantly, their partner won't be able to ruff. In that case, they have to choose, do you... Oh, actually, no. You have to make it so they have to ruff. So, like, reduce the whole hand to 3 cards. Let's say we knew somehow that East had 3 hearts to an honor. We would try to get to a 3-card end position where Dummy has King X of hearts and another card in a suit that South can ruff. Diamonds, I suppose. But that West has to follow suit in. You lead the diamond, and East has to ruff because he has only 3 hearts left and no other cards. If he ruffs high, you overruff with the ace and finesse his partner for the doubleton remaining honor. If he ruffs low, you ruff low and play ace king of hearts, dropping the doubleton queen and the doubleton jack. So that's what I think is probably happening here. But how to set it up is probably the real challenge. How to scout out the hand, figure out what it is you... Like, I guess... We can't afford spades 4-1. If we're going to play for the Devil's Coup. So we should assume spades are 3-2. What, Queen of clubs to the ace. And there was some bidding, right? Uh-huh. And East passed. Despite having the ace of clubs. So West is very helpfully marked with every other card, except hopefully the Jack of Hearts, which East could just barely have. How many points does that give West? If East has 5, and we have 21 between us, that's 26. West has 14. Okay, so he could still be balanced, which is good because we kind of need him to be. So I'm still playing low here, obviously, and I'm winning the king. Do I just play a spade now, or... It's good. Isn't it a little hard to reduce my trump holding to the necessary shape? Because if I'm playing for... I need to ruff twice in one of the hands. Do I not? Or am I supposed to come down to 3-3? No, that doesn't make sense, because in the 3-card end position, I need to lead a side suit from one hand. So how do I get one hand down to having 2 hearts safely? And the other one down to 3 hearts. Obviously, you can ruff a club in the north hand. And you could ruff a couple diamonds south. But you actually have to get rid of the 4th round of spades as well, don't you? Because you have to cash all the spades. Well... You have to... You have to get to an end position where one hand has 2 hearts and a side suit card. The other hand has 3 hearts and no side suit cards. So we have to have gotten rid of at least a few rounds of spades, right? We have to play the last 2 rounds of spades. And I guess we could... No. Like, we can obviously pitch one of Dummy's spades on the king of clubs. Easy. And we can take the diamond finesse and pitch a spade from our hand on the 3rd diamond. All easy. And you can ruff a club in the north hand. But that really reduces north to 3 hearts and south to 4. That's way too many. Isn't it? I don't know. Maybe but how could this not be a devil's coup? I guess You could hope somebody has a singleton hard honor or both honors doubleton. But how are you gonna like diagnose that? It doesn't seem very reasonable. You could just guess. I feel like there has to be somehow a way to play the Devil's Coup because it's just so much fancier and world class bridge master worth to play that here. But I don't understand how to shorten the two hands in Trump enough. We could try something funny like, oh, wait a minute. What if we do ruff the king of clubs? Does that make sense? I don't think so. It would help you shorten the dummy enough. You could then get to... Oh, no, maybe it does work. Let's say we lose 2 spades here. Well, maybe not right away. Or maybe right away, I don't know. But if we can ruff both clubs and lose 2 spades and pitch one of dummy's declarer's spades on the long diamonds... No, that doesn't work. Because then both opponents will be able to ruff the 4th round of spades. We need to get to a position where fourth hand has to follow suit, which can only really happen in diamonds. So we have to somehow get to a position where North has 2 hearts and a diamond, and South has 3 hearts. But we haven't led hearts at all yet. It's crazy. You can't do it, right? Because where are the spades? Well, no, hang on. You can pitch one of dummy's spades on the... Right. No. You can pitch one of dummy's spades on the king of clubs and ruff a club. And you can pitch one of declarer's spades on the 3rd diamond. So both hands can be out of spades, no problem. But you can only ruff once in dummy if you do that. I'm going in circles here. Like, I've explored this possibility multiple times. And it just doesn't work. So I was thinking, oh, okay, well, try ruffing the king of clubs. That would be cool. But then there's no way to get rid of dummy's last spade, and you have to. Let's just lose a spade here and see what happens, I guess. Uh-huh. Well, we definitely want to ruff the 3 at some point, but it might be wrong to ruff it now for timing reasons. Maybe we're supposed to win the king. But, like, this spade has to go somewhere. It can't be left. So, like, I don't know. You win the king and just go down, right? You play king of diamonds, diamond hook. And now, also, by the way, the fact that East was able to pitch a diamond means this isn't going to work. Or I guess it is because he can't afford to ruff? Well, this just... I mean, no, this isn't going to work, right? Because you can't get to a position where somebody has to follow suit and they don't want to. Or when somebody has to ruff, but they'd rather not. So am I missing something here? Yeah, this is like a devil's coup position. There's no way to pick up the trump suit other than that. It's not about guessing who has a singleton heart or something. But you can't do it, right? What am I missing? Why does it work? Yeah, you're much better if you can engineer a 3-card ending or the... Oh, that's my problem. Right, of course you can end play the opponents as well. And I was saying, oh, you know, a devil's coup is when you can pick up a suit that you otherwise couldn't pick up without getting the opponents on lead. But of course, you could try to get the opponents on lead, right? So... take the finesse first? Or, I mean, I guess we may as well pitch a spade here. Take the finesse. Cash, pitching a... Oh, this is wrong, isn't it? I was supposed to ruff a club already? Maybe not. I guess this is going to be fine. And when they do this, you should play the person leading an honor for a doubleton honor and not for both honors. It's a restricted choice argument again. It's just that you've gotten them, like, restricted choice applies when you can force an opponent to lead to show you an honor. Usually that's by cashing enough tricks in the suit that they just have to follow suit with it. But it can also be when you've end played them into leading the suit. If West has both honors, then running it around to the ace is better. If West has only one honor, playing the king is better. And West is twice as likely to have one honor as to have two. Yeah, I don't know why I got so... Like, I proved the devil's coup was wrong, but it just looks so much like a devil's coup hand that I thought it must be right. But as soon as Fred said, oh, you could try end playing them, I was like, of course. That's not hard. I just should have, like, backed up at some point and tried that. Do I really have the stamina to play one more of these today? They've been slow going, that's for sure. 21, 22 minutes each on average. I don't remember exactly how long they each took, but... Six spades is gonna be a toughie. I don't think there's much benefit in ducking a spade here. We have so many losers left, and anything they lead is fatal, practically. So I don't think we should give up a spade. I mean, we need so much to go right, don't we? In six hearts, six spades. I need a dummy entry somehow. And I think I also need hearts. 3-3? Well, if hearts were 3-3, it would be almost easy. I don't know. The 10 of spades is probably from shortness, actually. So probably East has a spade trick. Nobody leads the 10 from 10-4 or something weird like that. So we have to lose a spade, which means we somehow have to get rid of all 5 of these losers in the other suits. I suppose that we need the hearts to come in by playing ace, king, and ruff. And then it seems like an end play against East. Exit with the last spade, forcing him to lead a minor. Is this really just make sure you don't cash the ace of diamonds? So we win this, play 2 hearts, and ruff a 3rd heart? Successfully. Good. Now, yeah, I think this is actually pretty straightforward. If we rather carelessly cash the ace of diamonds to say, oh, at least I can get rid of 1 club loser, the problem is you still have another club loser, and when you lose a spade to East, he can just exit with a diamond. The king. Or low to West's king, either way. But if you play a low diamond from dummy, giving up on the ace, you get the ace back when you end play East here. And you can't even cash these hearts, right? I think you could cash 1 and it would be okay. But if you try to cash another, you're gonna have trouble finding a good discard from dummy, right? Actually, wait a minute. I don't think you could even afford that one. That 4 was bad. The diamond looks safe to pitch, but it's not. I need it to pitch on the spade. If we try playing a heart to pitch a diamond, and then exit a spade, pitching, I guess, a club, East is going to exit with the king of clubs. No, that's fine. Isn't it? I think it would be. Heart pitching diamond. Spade pitching club. East plays the king of hearts, clubs. We win the ace. Cash the last heart. Pitching dummy's last diamond. Yeah, this I think I didn't make a mistake. I'm gonna go redo the play I just made, that I just undid. And now exit a spade. Oh no, I was sloppy. I didn't even think about the spade spots. Oh, the 2 and the 4. Oh, there's such a big difference. Oh, you got me, Fred. I thought this was such an easy hand. But we need to make sure we can lose a heart. A spade. So while it's important we don't cash the ace of diamonds, but also we have to ruff with the 4, not the 2. I wasn't even paying attention to the spade, so I didn't notice that little detail. Anyway, as I said, I think you can afford to cash 1 heart here, and then exit with a 2 to the 3. You win the queen, ace of diamonds pitching a club. And I guess you could cash the diamond as well, but I won't. Yeah. Okay, so I missed the tiny little detail that East could unblock the Jack 7-5 of spades. Nobody is finding this in real life, I feel like. Or at any rate, not anyone at the levels I play at. Even, like, I don't know. even in the early stages of a national event, I don't think players are finding that. Maybe if you get to like the finals or semifinals where like they're really super strong teams, maybe there are players who are like, well, I have to unblock the 5-7 jack of spades because I'll be end played. I mean, actually, maybe that's not true. Maybe even just like an alert defender could figure this out someday. I don't think I ever would. But the thing is, you don't have to commit to it right away. You can unblock the 5 and the 7 pretty comfortably on the first 2 spades. And then, once the position has become clear, you can decide whether you need to hang on to your jack or your 3. Right? Because the opening lead is 10 of spades, low. You might as well play the 5 here. There's not much difference between them. And the 3 preserves your option to lose a trick in case that's what you want to do. Because, I mean, right, with dummy looking like this, and you having these minor suit cards, you should be thinking about end plays very early, I guess, if you were a good player. And there are lots of players who are that good. And you might say, yeah, it might be important not to win a spade, and pitch the 5 and or unblock the 5 and then the 7 of spades. Or, well, the 5, and then declare plays a bunch of other stuff. Confirms he's out of... Like, yeah, you only have to play the 5 instead of the 3 to spot this play, actually. Because it goes 10, 8, 5, ace. Declare plays heart, heart, ruff. Now, as East, you know that... Well, I guess you don't know partners out of hearts, but... Now when it comes a low diamond from dummy ruffed, you know leading a diamond would be a disaster. And you're pretty sure that leading a club would be a disaster too, because Declare probably has the ace. And you've only had to play the 5 of spades to retain the option to lose a trick. So now when Declare cashes the second spade, you can dump the 7 reasonably safely. And when the last spade confirms what's going on, you can see that if you have to win the jack, you'll be toast. So you might as well pitch the jack at that point and hope you're not toast. And if Claire has carelessly ruffed low instead of high, as I did, your slight investment of the 5 instead of the 3 will pay off. So, yeah, I almost feel like there are days maybe I would find this defense. I started by saying there's just no way I'm ever finding this, but all the signs are there. And you don't have to commit very early. So maybe players at my level could find this play. This one was... I mean, I don't know. I'm not surprised I missed the fact that I have to ruff with the 4 here. But it's so easy to assume, like, oh, you know, they'll have to win the 4. Because they'll have followed suit to the ace, king, queen already. The 4 and the 2, they're both losers because the 3 is going to get played. But it doesn't. And it's important that you're planning to lose a trick. You really should retain the card that's best at losing a trick, the 2. Alright, you got me, Fred. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.